I think it goes without saying that both she and I are very much mentally ill, and we're on, or at least supposed to be on, a lot of medications that fuck with our brains and make us emotionally unstable at times. And I've come to realize that two sick people living alone together cannot help each other get better. If anything, they just make each other worse.
Cause the drugs don't work anymore, anymore, anymore. No, the drugs don't work anymore, anymore, anymore. No, the drugs don't work.
So, my life lately has reminded me a lot of my favorite season of Breaking Bad, season 4. And I think I'm at the Breaking Bad season 4 finale phase of my life right now, which means, hey, if you're a big fan of Breaking Bad, you know season 5 is the final season. But the first half of season 5 is the glory days. It's Walter White taking back control over his life, and he's wildly successful. Everything goes perfect. It isn't until halfway through the season when he has retired happily and he's made all the money he could ever need. And really, he's tied up every loose end. But he he makes one fatal error in his pride. And Hank finds out, and the rest is the story of the downfall and decay of Heisenberg. But hey! At least we have 8 episodes of the glory days to look forward to, folks. We still have that.
How's it going? Why don't you introduce yourself to the audience?
Lou Kitty.
Okay. So I've talked to you this week. Tried to get you on the show. Here is the appearance. Mumkey's obviously taken a lot of heat. Do you feel responsible for that personally, or do you think things have been kind of misconstrued?
I feel like really responsible for like everything he's lost and everything he's going through, and I always tell him like how much I feel like shit, and like if he just wants to send me home, he can, because like I really feel bad about it. Like I feel awful.
Like the title implies, Ashley is gone. We are breaking up, and right now, as I record this, she's on a plane going back home to New York.
And Mumkey himself talked about this story too. That I guess it goes that you told him you were still in love with Dylan, the 16-year-old, and then in response he proposed marriage to you.
Yeah, that happened.
It happened like that.
It's like I don't think he wants me going into detail about that night.
I'm just trying to confirm that did happen though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just remember that night as something really stressful. That's why I like stutter on it.
So a lot of people have been freaking out lately because of this tweet. Something, I don't remember what it says, something that says, I'm now engaged. Could it be? Could Mumkey Jones have proposed to the furry pedophile girl that he cheated on Sheepover with? Would he really propose to that girl 3 days after she came to visit him in Iowa? Could that be? Is he that crazy, folks? What happened? Is it a meme? Is it real life? What is going on? What's going on, folks? So I knew that both of us would be better off in the long run if we separated. So now the Breaking Bad thing. I forgot. I was explaining Breaking Bad and the engagement story. Everybody needs to hear it. We're getting so sidetracked. I've made a list of the things I need to talk about, and now I'm so excited to get to some of them that I'm hopping around. But anyway, here's how we arrived to my crawl space moment. I decided life is going to be what I want it to be. Just live the life you want to live, pursue the things that make you happy, and make them happen. In the 10 days or so, or maybe 2 weeks that I lived here before she came to visit, I was at definitely my lowest low. That was right before I filmed the State of Affairs video. I think there was a 3-day period where I couldn't get out of bed and nobody came to visit, and I was just sitting in bed all day on my phone. And this is before Ashley was supposed to be coming. I didn't think she would be coming. I thought I would be all alone. During those 3 days where I didn't leave bed because I was just so broken as a human, I made a Tinder account and I made a Bumble account, which is just another Tinder, and I put in all my best photos, like the best ones where I look deceptively attractive, and fill out the whole profile. And I say, you know what, just as an experiment, let's see if I just say yes to everybody, how many matches would I get? We're talking the transgender people, sure, yeah. You know what, get your hopes up, sure, yes. The morbidly obese women, hell yeah. Let's get you on there. Let's do it. The moral of the story is that after the 3 days of swiping yes on everybody every 12 hours, I had 0 matches with my best photos. And I came to realize that in the last 5 years of my life, Tyler has gotten laid 0 times. I got laid twice in my life from being Tyler when I was 18. But now, as Mumkey Jones, I've gotten laid 3 times in the last 5 years. So my point is, Mumkey Jones has gotten laid more than Tyler. And now I'm coming to realize it might be too late for Tyler. 3 days of constant swiping and getting no matches. I think maybe only Mumkey Jones can find a girlfriend. I don't think Tyler can. The things everybody hates her for, we are trying to fix, to rehabilitate, to redeem, to heal. You're thinking, what the fuck you talking about? The 2 main issues were, 1, her prior relationship with that kid, and 2, that she produces furry pornography depicting cubs or whatever. I never looked at it. I was never interested in any of it. But she has decided she doesn't want to do the fucking cub shit anymore, so she's gonna finish up the ones that have already been paid for and then retire from doing any furry or sexual cub art or whatever the hell, because she really wants to just have a normal job, like working at a restaurant or something. So that's being taken care of, and she's dating me now, so I'm pretty sure she's not dating anybody else regardless of age. And I'll go more into this sort of stuff later in this video and in other videos for sure, but my main message right now is just that people want me to do the angry thing, the vengeful thing, the hateful thing of just giving up on this person and saying you are a disgusting monster because of the things you've done in the past, and you don't deserve love or understanding or anything for the rest of your life because of this thing that you've done or these things that you've done. You are irredeemable. There's nothing you could possibly do to earn the title of human being back. You deserve no rights. You know, that's the knee-jerk reaction of a lot of people when they hear about her or even hear about me. And I've always tried to be a person who can forgive, and especially now I'm really embracing that, the mindset of being open. After a few days of her being here with me, and we're having a great time, we're very happy together. We get along really well, and she's been here for like 3 weeks now, and it's just been great. But we have had a lot of long, deep, introspective talks, you know, late at night when you're just hanging out with somebody and neither one of you can sleep because of your medication, and you're like really just in almost a lucid sense of mind because you're so tired. Like, you'll lower your defenses, and we would just talk and talk and talk and really get to know each other a lot. And after 3 or 4 days of her being here, we had a discussion where she came to the conclusion that she still had strong feelings for the 15-year-old teenager who she previously was in a relationship with. Everything he's been doing, he says, is so that he can be with her, and he was trying to get me away from her and OJ away from her, and he just wants her to himself. And he's been like blackmailing me and all these things, and it's really annoying, but I just ignore it because he's a fucking 15-year-old kid. And but yeah, she says, you know, I'm still really hung up on my feelings for him. I'm sorry, I know that's not fair to you. And I say,
I wasn't doing it for your fucking sympathy. I don't want your sympathy. I don't give a shit. You fuck.
But yeah, she says, you know, I'm still really hung up on my feelings for him. I'm sorry, I know that's not fair to you. And I say, hey, I just want what's best for everybody. If you want to be with him, then we can't be together. So you decide right now what you want. Do you want to try to be with me, or are you gonna throw me away and everything here to pursue a relationship that I think legally you are not even allowed to talk to this person right now, or maybe even ever. We're getting to the crawl space moment, folks, because she has a talk with him, and after just a few minutes she comes back into the room to tell me I'm choosing him. I'm sorry. And it's like, wow, he must be some fucking guy. Yeah, I loved this girl so much that not only did I cheat on a girl who never did anything wrong to me and was perfect in every way, but I threw my whole life away. And after a 5-minute phone call with a 15-year-old, you decide you would be better off with him instead of me. With that in the back of my mind already, and now this girl who I've sacrificed everything for And I know that's, oh, woe is me, I'm such a victim. I don't mean it like that. I'm just saying matter of factly, like I feel like, I gave up a lot, especially my reputation, just because I wanted to be with her. And now she wants to be with the child instead. So I did what I usually do in these situations when I'm alone, because she went to the other room. I went and sat down in the shower. And I said from the medication I'm taking, I haven't been able to cry anymore. And up until that point, it was still true. But the culmination of everything and me sitting naked alone in the shower at that point, as it all hit me of exactly where I was in my life and how there were no more plans. There were no more backups. That was it. That's what I wanted. That was my last ditch effort to be happy. And it had exploded so spectacularly in my face that I actually started laughing. And that was my crawl space moment. Walter White laying there. Where's the money? I gave it to Ted. You gave the money to Beneke? The phone starts ringing. Marie says, oh, the DEA's here. They're gonna kill Hank. Walt's laughing fucking hysterically. It's an absurd level. The level of absurdity of his fuckedness is so astronomical that it's funny. And I felt that in that moment, coming to terms with exactly everything that has been happening and where I was at that moment. I couldn't help but laugh through my tears. I just sat thinking, head against the wall, water pouring down on me. And I had my lily of the valley moment. I realized this can't be how it ends. If I want the life I want to live, if I want to be the person I want to be, this is how I want it to be. I want to be with her. I love her. I want to stop her from making mistakes. I know she's capable of being a better person because I know she's a good person who just makes mistakes a lot. And the only way anybody is going to be able to give her the love she needs is to be able to put up with lots of mistakes and lots of... You've got to be willing. You've got to truly love that person to be willing. And that's how I felt. So I thought, here's my lily of the valley. And I've come to realize that two sick people living alone together cannot help each other get better. If anything, they just make each other worse, especially given our circumstances. And I truly thought that since we're going through a lot of the same things, that we would be able to help each other because we understand each other and we have a lot of the same mental issues and a lot of the same life issues. But it was too hard, and it wasn't getting better. It was just getting worse, for me at least. I had a lot of mental breakdowns and did a lot of crying and a lot of shouting and a lot of just losing my mind. Here's my final gambit. Here's all I can do. I'm gonna sit down and talk to her, tell her how I feel, say I think it's a mistake for you to be with him. I can give you what you need. I can love you. I can be there for you. You know, I know you feel the same way about me, and you're just really confused right now. And I'm so willing to prove this to you, that if things are still working out, if you stay with me and things are still working out and we're still happy and there's no problems and we get over all of this baggage a year from now and everything's good, then I want to marry you. So yeah, in a roundabout way, it is a proposal, but there's no marriage date set. It's more of a commitment to take the relationship seriously and say, hey, there's not going to be any fooling around or any funny business. Let's just be together and be happy, because I know we can, and just not worry about, you know, infidelity or other people or anything like that. Let's say that we're engaged and be serious about this, and then in a year, if it all works out like it should, then yeah, let's get married. Why not? Why not? You know? And she thought about it and she heard me out and she said, yeah, you're right. And we've talked a lot about it, lots of in-depth conversations in the last few weeks about it, and we've really come to terms with it, and we're like, yeah, no, that it makes sense for us. What I'm going to do now is upload this video. I'm gonna lock all of my doors. I'm gonna turn off my phone, and I'm probably just gonna go to bed. This should go without saying, but I'm not a danger to myself or others. I'm not gonna go anywhere for at least 20 years because I gotta take care of Blaze the cat. He you know, I might not be able to help people, but I can help him. I want to talk about the whole drama situation of, like, I know there are everybody, like every TMZ vulture out there is making videos about me and shit. At this point, I don't bother looking at them. I really don't care. Like, I get it. That's what some people do. Reactor just made a great video about how, you know, drama channels are creatively bankrupt, so all they can do to profit and to be popular is to talk about the misfortune of others. And I've definitely been guilty of that in the past, but I'd like to think I've matured out of that childlike mentality. But, you know, a lot of people have been comparing me to other lol cows, like Wings of Redemption, for example. But what you people don't seem to understand is that before Wings of Redemption had all those troll channels, he was on his last legs. He was down to like 150 Twitch subscribers. He was making fucking nothing. He was this close to having to call it quits. And then Sean Ranklin and all the trolls come in, and they get him so many new viewers. He now is sitting at over 500 subs on fucking Twitch. Month after month. His channel was dead in the water, and all the trolls who make videos about him every day are the reason why he's making fucking bank. So I actually don't want people to stop. Please keep being a succubus on my life. Keep making these fucking videos. Make a 30-minute video analyzing this Twitter video. All you're doing is keeping me relevant.
Sorry.
That's it.
I'm so sorry.
That's the name of the game, is to stay relevant. And you're doing it. So, I guess thank you. Keep it going, because I could really use the money.